Okay, so we're here with a friend of mine, and we're gonna ask him a couple of questions and see how he can help us with the English. So, bro, what's your name?
My name is Joan Gonzalez.
Very nice to meet you, John Gonzalez. So, how old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
Oh, 30.
Yep.
Look super young.
I look super
Yeah.
young?
I mean, you look young just because of the beard, you know.
It helps. It helps. But hey, appearance can be deceiving. So
But you 30.
30 years old, almost 31.
Oh my God.
Almost 31.
I mean, I thought you were like not too old, but not too young. But young, you're young.
Well, yeah, I still have some energy.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. So, let me ask you this question. I think for me, is a very important question, and also for people as well. What's the best thing about being Dominican and be able to speak a second language, which is English in this case?
Wow, that's a question that I've never asked myself. However, I guess is the amount of options that you have.
Okay.
It's been a reality for me to decide when I want to work and when I want to have a vacation.
Okay.
I'm not recommending this at all. But once I was so tired and stressed about the job that I was having at the time,
Okay.
that I decided, hey, I need a vacation, and not just a week, not only just a week, I need like 3 months.
My God.
So I quit, I took my 3 months off, and then I applied to a different job, and then I got it in 2 days. Why?
Wow.
Because I spoke English. So I guess here in Dominican Republic, we don't have as many options as we would like,
Exactly.
but actually English can create those options for you.
It does.
So I guess that's the best part about it.
Wow. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wow. And so being Dominican and be able to speak a second language and also like having let's say some opportunities that people don't. Do you think that learn English it was a good action for like it was a good decision that you made in the past? Like you think it was something good for you?
Definitely, but I cannot take the credit of it. That was my mom's decision.
Wow.
So I thank my mom for taking this decision when I was 13 years old, which is
Okay.
when I started learning English. So yes, definitely. Like I said, I've never been without a job, unless it was my decision, and just because of English. If you ask me, I'm nobody, according to society standards. I don't have a university degree, I don't have a title, I'm not licensed fulano de tal, engineer fulano de tal, doctor fulano de tal. I'm just Johan Gonzalez, a nobody, according to society. However, I've been able to create many things. I'm nowhere near my destination, I can promise you that. But I'm also satisfied and happy with how much I have progressed since I started working in personal projects and working as an employee at different companies and institutions. So of course, it was the best time I spent in my life, learning English, of course.
Wow. Okay. Do you think that when it comes to learning a new language, it also comes like with change your habits? Like, do you think that there's something that change once you start learning the language? And what is it?
I think that's inevitable because now you have contact with a new culture.
Okay.
And the way you learn culture is by watching them, listening to them, and at some level you start to think as them. So you cannot learn to speak English without knowing how to think in English. And once you think in English, you start to identify with their customs, lifestyles, traditions, because that's what it took for you to think in English. You know that when you're learning English, there is something that you need to get rid of, but it takes time, which is translating.
Translator.
That's 101 mistakes that students make.
It is.
But it is because there's nothing to relate it to. You're getting no information and you don't have any background information to relate it to.
Exactly.
But once you start consuming content, native content, once you understand the culture, now you know how to think like them. And once you do that, you start understanding, interpreting, and then you start translating. And in that process, yes, many things changes. The way you think. Sometimes I even come up with a word in English before in Spanish. And no, I'm not pretending to speak better English than Spanish, which I made because I studied English. I speak Spanish, but I know English. I don't know if you see the difference.
I see the difference.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely something changes. I cannot put a name to it, but yeah, something changes, definitely.
Wow. I mean, that's very good. And it's just because a lot of people think that learning a new language is just going to an English course start learning grammar. Nothing wrong about it. I'm okay with that. But the problem is that a lot of people don't understand that when it comes to learning a new language, it also comes with changing your habits. You know, like there's a lot of things that we have to change when it comes to learning a new language. It's like, it's not just a language. It is also a lifestyle, you know? And like that's the thing. But let me ask you another question. So you have a very good English. You sing very well. So how long did it take you for you to have that level of English, or even for you to sound like that?
Before I answer that question, I need to clarify something.
Okay.
I make mistakes every day.
Okay.
I'm an English teacher and I still make mistakes every day. So if you're waiting for that moment when you stop making mistakes, that's the moment when you're dead. So stop waiting for that moment to start doing something. If you can manage, if you can get by with the English that you have, today is the day to do something about it and with it. Because I make mistakes every day, but I can identify those mistakes and correct myself.
Exactly.
And that's the important part. How much time did it take? It's taking every day of my life, my friend, because every day I'm becoming better. Every day I'm learning a new thing. Every day I'm better than myself from yesterday. So this is the result of the years of practice, of course. It doesn't come overnight.
Okay.
You need to be patient about it.
Okay.
Good things take time and effort and sacrifice and energy. But the thing is that I don't feel like I succeeded. I don't feel like I achieved the level that I had to achieve. Every day I get better, and every day I find someone that speaks English as good as me, better than me. I get motivated again to get better, to improve. So it took a long time to come here, but wait for it. It's gonna get better.
Exactly. You see, that was very good, because that's the same perspective that I have about not even learning English. Everything.
Life.
You know, life is about that. Like a lot of people think that whenever you start learning a new language, like there is a frame time, like a period of time where you will be like 100%, like you will be on the top. But it's not like that. So it's like never stop learning, because life never stops teaching, you know? It's like every time every day I wake up, there's something new that I have to learn.
Of course.
And when I was learning English, I used to talk with a lot of people. And every time I saw someone who have a better pronunciation than me, I was like, yo, that's amazing. I want to sound like you, because you sound very good. And that's what I want. And many of us make the mistake that whenever we speak with someone who has a better pronunciation, sounds better, then we feel ashamed. Like we don't want to talk because you speak better than me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything. But that's the wrong mindset. That's the wrong perspective.
Of course, that's the way you improve. You need to find a role model.
Exactly.
You need to find someone better than you to imitate.
That's what I'm saying.
And there is a saying, I don't know who said it. I'm not gonna say fulano de tal back in the day said, I don't know who said it, but I agree with it. The moment you think you know everything, you stop learning.
Exactly.
So I think it's just a matter of being humble about your progress in life. Because if you're humble about it, like I said, I make mistakes every day, you have the opportunity to grow.
Exactly.
And that's it. Don't look for people to compare yourself with. Be humble enough to recognize that they can be better at some things at this time and imitate them. That's it. You can learn from other people as well. Don't compare yourself with others to feel ashamed, to feel lower than them, to feel inferior than them. So it's like, what can I learn from you?
What can I learn from you?
And that's what I tell my students. Don't make me make my money so easily.
Exactly.
Squeeze me.
Squeeze me.
Whoever my employer is, put me here so you can learn. Because the time that I have practicing this language has given me all this information, all this knowledge that is at your disposal right now. So you don't have to go through all the time that I went through to learn what I know. You just need to ask me. You just need to pay attention. You just need to practice. So take advantage of the opportunity. It's not that I'm gold, but hey, you can learn a lot from me now because this is the position that you are at this time. But it doesn't matter the level where you are. If you're a teacher, there is a better teacher than you that you can learn from. If you are a supervisor, there is a better supervisor than you, or there is a manager. There's always room for improvement. That's the bottom line.
Exactly. Do you think that there is a trick for people to learn a new language or English?
I think there is.
Tell me.
You need to be arrogant.
What do you mean?
You need to believe it first that you're able to do anything you want.
Exactly.
That determination, I think it comes with arrogance in the same package. And I'm not saying people should be arrogant, but I think we should have a little bit of everything in life. And we should be responsible enough to know when to use it, how to use it, with whom to use it. But this perception, this belief that, hey, I'm gonna start this because I know I can succeed. If you start something thinking that you will fail, you already failed.
Exactly.
So that's what I mean with being a little arrogant. It's difficult, it is, but everything that is worthwhile is difficult.
It is.
So, hey, I can do it. And after I finish with English, I'll do it with French, I'll do it with Japanese, I'll do it with Portuguese. If that's your thing, go for it. But you need to believe in yourself. Now, this is not like a mantra thing that you're gonna say, believe in yourself, and that's it, and suddenly next day I woke up and I believed in myself. It's not like that. The reason why many people don't believe in themselves is because they know they're not worthwhile. And what do I mean by this? If you're not ready, if you don't have the capacity to do something, it's obvious that you don't believe in yourself.
Exactly.
And if you don't, who will? But this is the thing. You don't need to believe in yourself now. Get to the point when there is no other choice than to believe you.
Wow.
Because you have worked so much towards that goal. You have been getting ready for so much. You have become so good at that discipline that, hey, there's no other choice. It's obvious that you're gonna succeed. So that's when I say arrogance, this is what I mean. You're gonna believe in yourself because you know you can do it. It's not like I'm gonna believe in myself because the good vibes and good energy and the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Hey.
Stop that.
Hey. Believe in yourself because you're a capable person. But you need to become a capable person, first. So that's what I mean. Belief comes from evidence. That evidence doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be material. But you need to know that you can trust yourself.
Exactly.
And the only way you can do that is if you demonstrate yourself that you can trust yourself by knowing your capacity, by knowing your results, comparing to others to say, hey, if this person is making money doing at this level, I think I can do it too. And you can get motivated by it. But it doesn't stay there because that person is doing something while you're just talking about it.
Exactly.
Now you need to, hey, get on and do it. Take the first step. So that's what I think. I think that's the trick to life. Believe in yourself because you have demonstrated yourself that you can do it. So you need to become a capable person first. Don't lose that belief, that trust in yourself, and go for it. And if you haven't done it, continue.
Exactly. But let me ask you this question. I know that as a human being, so we deal with a lot of things, you know? When it comes to life, when it comes to real life, we like day by day, we holding a lot of things that sometimes it's hard, you know, to go for something that we want. And sometimes it's hard to believe in yourself. Even if you know that you're capable of doing something, sometimes your mind plays some tricks with you. And you'll be like, oh, am I capable of doing this? But also, you know, as a human being, people talk a lot. And how do you keep the balance between being it's not being who you want to be, but how do you keep the balance between believing in yourself and between listening to others people's perceptions? Because I know that, okay, I believe in myself enough to do something that I want to do, something that I want to fulfill, right? But then, you know that there are a lot of people that just because of, I'm not gonna say the energy, but just because of what you bring, like, how can I say this? Your confidence. A lot of people can feel like lower, you know, just because of that. They can feel like shy just because of who you are, like just because of your confidence. And I know that it's not your fault to be that confident.
Mm-hmm.
To be that confident, I'm sorry. God made you like that. He created you like that. But how do you protect yourself from people opinions, like from people perspective, when you're trying to fulfill something? Because I know that people talk a lot.
Mm-hmm. They do. I just don't pay attention to them. I couldn't care less, my friend. That's it. If you feel, and when I say you, of course, I'm not meaning you, literally.
Okay.
If you feel some type of way because of my energy, look the other way. I'm here. This is my presence. This is my energy. And I'm not doing anything to hurt you, but you're so sensitive
Exactly.
that you feel intimidated by my presence. That's your problem. Dude, you need to sign up for therapy and start working on yourself. So I don't even think about it because it's not under my control. Being confident is one of the most difficult things you can do. I'm here talking to you with no hairline, with alopecia areata. For the people who don't know, that's when you lose hair because of stress.
Okay.
But I couldn't care less. I'm recording this in 4K. People will notice everything I'm saying. I couldn't care less.
You couldn't care less.
Because, let's say appearance. My appearance doesn't determine who I am as a person.
No.
So I don't care. I could be here with shorts. I could be here with, I don't know, sleeveless shirts. I couldn't care less. This is me. If I'm comfortable, that's all I care about. Now, my freedom cannot be so big that it starts a conflict with your rights.
Exactly.
That I understand, and I'm very careful with that. But I am a work in progress.
A work in progress.
And I know what I need to do and what I need to become to get to the place where I want to get in life. If I'm not confident, I'm not getting there. So don't take my confidence as an attack to you or anybody who feels like that, because it's not, I'm not even thinking about you. And it's not that I want to be an antisocial person. It's just that I'm too busy working on myself. I don't have time to pay attention to you. I don't have time to worry if my actions or my words are hurting you. Don't be so sensitive. Life is difficult.
Life is difficult.
For you to be paying attention to my words. I'm not perfect. Never claim to be. Never will. I'm not that stupid. But hey, I'm dealing with my stuff myself. Don't think that what I'm doing is because of you or is towards you. What I'm saying, I'm not speaking to you, to your soul. Don't take it like that. I know that the way I speak is uncomfortable for most people because I only know one way to speak, and that is straightforwardly. I'm honest all the time. That has made me be someone with, I don't know, 4 or 5 friends in life, but they're quality ones.
Quality ones.
So be it. I'm happy with it. And how do I make the balance? I just don't care, my friend. I'm too busy.
Don't care.
I'm too busy working.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't have the time to think about how you feel.
Exactly.
When I'm too busy working on myself.
Exactly. You know why I'm asking you this? Because I've been like trying to, I don't want to say hide myself, but like trying to like be careful with what I say, what I do, just because of sometimes people's opinions. Like I'm being careful, but at the same time, I'm hurting myself because I'm like, see, I'm saying like, it's like, okay, I know my potential and I know what I can do and what I cannot, like what I'm not able to do.
But yeah, you're holding back.
Exactly. And then there are certain people that just because of who you are, they feel like, oh, see this guy, he think he knows everything, or like, I don't know what he means. Like, I don't know if you understand.
100%, but sorry to interrupt you. This is the thing. People who speak like that are not on your level. People on your level or higher don't have time to comment about your work.
Exactly.
Because they're hustling too.
They're hustling too.
Just like you, and that's the thing. Hey, if you're gonna criticize my car, at least have a car. At least have one. As the bare minimum. If you're gonna criticize what I'm doing, let me see how you do it.
Exactly.
And hey, if you do it better, my friend, my respects. What can I learn from you?
What can I learn from
That's it. If you feel happy criticizing me, I will let you be happy. But I'm taking something from you without you even noticing. I'm here to learn. And that happened to me. I don't think this person will know that I'm speaking about him. I'm not gonna mention his name. But that happened to me in my photography business.